The universe is an intricate mirror of our consciousness, reflecting the energy we pour into our thoughts, emotions, and perceptions. Every moment, every experience in our lives is molded by the choices we make about where to direct our attention, how to root ourselves in the present, and how we harness the vast potential of our inner awareness. This exploration delves deeply into the art of communicating with the universe, examining the mechanisms of attention, presence, consciousness expansion, intuitive guidance, and subconscious reprogramming to craft a reality that resonates with our deepest aspirations. Our reality is sculpted by the energy we choose to invest in our thoughts and experiences. Like planets orbiting a radiant star, the events, emotions, and circumstances in our lives gain significance based on the attention we grant them. When we focus on a specific thought, emotion, or situation, we amplify its presence within our vibrational field, sending a clear signal to the universe to manifest more of it in our experience. Conversely, by consciously choosing to withdraw our focus from undesirable elements, be they negative thoughts, draining interactions, or unwanted circumstances, we reduce their influence, effectively reshaping the contours of our experiential reality. This principle of selective engagement is a profound act of empowerment. It allows us to take charge of what defines our world. For example, imagine navigating a tense moment at work, such as a disagreement with a colleague. If you dwell on the frustration, mentally replaying the conflict or harboring resentment, you send a vibrational message to the universe that essentially says, "Please bring me more of this discord." However, by acknowledging the situation and then intentionally redirecting your focus toward a positive outcome, perhaps visualizing a calm resolution or a productive collaboration, you shift your energy and communicate a different intention. This act of mindful attention is akin to a conductor leading a symphony, carefully choosing which instruments to highlight and which to soften, creating a harmonious composition. The challenge lies in overcoming the unconscious habits that often govern our attention. Many of us operate on autopilot, reacting reflexively to external stimuli, whether it's a news headline, a critical comment, or a passing worry, without considering the implications. These automatic responses allow fleeting thoughts or societal pressures to steer our focus, often pulling us away from our desired reality. To communicate effectively with the universe, we must cultivate a heightened awareness of where our energy flows, making deliberate choices to invest it in thoughts, emotions, and experiences that align with our aspirations. This requires practice and vigilance, but with time, we can master the art of directing our attention, becoming sovereign architects of our inner and outer worlds. Consider a practical scenario. You're stuck in traffic, feeling irritation rise. By fixating on the delay, you amplify feelings of stress and impatience, signaling the universe to reinforce this vibrational state. Instead, you could choose to focus on something uplifting, perhaps listening to inspiring music or reflecting on a personal goal. This shift doesn't change the traffic, but it alters your vibrational output, influencing how you experience the moment and what you attract moving forward. Through such intentional choices, we wield the power to shape our reality, moment by moment. The universe exists in a state of eternal presence, where all creation unfolds in the immediacy of the now. The past and future are constructs of the human mind, echoes of what was or anticipations of what might be. To speak fluently to the universe, we must anchor our thoughts, emotions, and intentions in the present moment, embodying our desires as if they are already part of our reality. When we frame our intentions in the future tense, saying things like, "I will be successful," "I hope to find peace," or "someday I'll be confident," we unintentionally signal a state of lack. The universe, which responds to our current vibrational frequency, interprets these statements as an acknowledgement that we don't yet possess what we seek. This creates a paradox. By projecting our desires into the future, we keep them perpetually out of reach. Instead, we must immerse ourselves in the emotional and vibrational truth of our desires, feeling as though they are already ours. This is grounded in the understanding that all possible realities coexist within the infinite field of existence, and the one we experience is the one we align with through our energy. For instance, if your aspiration is to achieve financial abundance, avoid thoughts like, "I will be wealthy someday." Instead, immerse yourself in the sensation of abundance in the present. Visualize yourself living in financial ease, perhaps paying bills effortlessly or enjoying the freedom to pursue your passions. Feel the gratitude, security, and joy that come with this reality, and act as if it is already yours. This practice isn't about pretending or wishful thinking. It's about aligning your inner state with the frequency of the reality you wish to manifest. By vibrating at the frequency of abundance, you prompt the universe to orchestrate circumstances that reflect this state. This shift requires moving beyond linear thinking, which is often tethered to past regrets or future anxieties. The present is the only moment where the universe truly listens, where creation is active and responsive. By rooting ourselves in the now, we tap into the universe's creative power, becoming active co-creators of our reality. For example, someone seeking love might focus on feeling loved in the present, cultivating self-love, appreciating supportive relationships, or savoring moments of connection. This present-focused energy signals to the universe that love is already part of their reality, attracting more experiences that reinforce this vibration. Practically, this might involve small but powerful habits. Pausing to savor a moment of joy, expressing gratitude for what you have, or visualizing your desires with vivid emotional clarity. These practices anchor you in the now, ensuring that your communication with the universe is clear, intentional, and aligned with your deepest aspirations. Life is not a linear storyline, but a dynamic, multi-dimensional game, and our ability to communicate with the universe hinges on our level of awareness. Expanding consciousness is akin to advancing from a novice to a master in a complex game, where understanding the subtle rules and variables grants us greater agency over the outcome. In a strategic game like chess, a beginner may overlook the nuanced moves of experienced players, leaving them vulnerable to unforeseen strategies. Similarly, in the game of life, limited awareness can cause us to react unconsciously to external influences or ingrained patterns, limiting our ability to shape our reality. By broadening our consciousness, we gain insight into the intricate interplay of thoughts, emotions, energies, and external dynamics that define our existence, empowering us to make intentional choices. This expansion begins with self-awareness. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we uncover the subconscious beliefs that drive our behavior. For example, someone struggling with self-worth might notice a recurring thought like, "I'm not capable of success." Recognizing this pattern is the first step toward transforming it, allowing us to replace it with empowering beliefs. This process requires curiosity and honesty, as we peel back the layers of conditioning that shape our perceptions. Beyond self-reflection, expanding consciousness involves attuning to the universe's subtle signals. These might manifest as synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem to guide us, or as intuitive nudges that prompt us to act or pause. For instance, you might feel a sudden urge to reach out to someone, only to discover it leads to a significant opportunity. By paying attention to these cues, we deepen our connection with the universe, learning to navigate its flow with greater ease. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and journaling are powerful tools for this expansion. Meditation quiets the mind, creating space to observe thoughts and connect with inner wisdom. Journaling allows us to track patterns in our thinking and behavior, revealing areas where we can redirect our energy. For example, writing about recurring anxieties might reveal their roots in past experiences, enabling us to release them and focus on empowering thoughts. Over time, these practices enhance our ability to perceive the multifaceted dimensions of existence, transforming us from passive participants into active players who craft reality with intention. Consider the analogy of a sailor navigating a vast ocean. A novice sailor might be tossed by the waves, unaware of the currents or winds. A seasoned sailor, however, reads the signs, cloud formations, water patterns, wind shifts, and adjusts the sails accordingly. Similarly, by expanding our consciousness, we learn to read the universe's signals, making choices that align with our desired reality. The universe communicates through the language of energy, not words. While thoughts and language help articulate our intentions, they are unreliable unless grounded in our authentic inner state. Our feelings, instincts, and intuitive responses serve as a guidance system, acting like a compass that points us toward what aligns with our true self. This guidance system operates on the principle of resonance. When a decision, relationship, or opportunity feels uplifting, expansive, or deeply right, it resonates with our authentic path. Conversely, when something feels heavy, draining, or off, it signals a misalignment. By following what resonates and releasing what doesn't, we create a harmonious dialogue with the universe, aligning our energy with its creative flow. Discernment is critical here. The ego often mimics intuition, urging us to chase fleeting pleasures or avoid discomfort out of fear. True resonance, however, feels grounded, authentic, and expansive. For example, pursuing a career that excites you and aligns with your values, say, creating art or helping others, will feel energizing, even if it involves challenges. In contrast, chasing a high-paying job solely for status or validation might feel hollow, despite external rewards. Learning to distinguish between ego-driven impulses and true resonance is key to navigating life's choices. To sharpen this intuitive sense, tune into your body's signals. Notice how your heart rate, breathing, or gut respond to different situations or thoughts. A sense of calm, openness, or excitement often indicates alignment, while tension, unease, or a sinking feeling suggests otherwise. For instance, when considering a major decision, such as moving to a new city, you might feel a spark of excitement at the thought of new possibilities, signaling resonance, or a knot in your stomach, indicating misalignment. Over time, these physical and emotional cues become a reliable guide, reducing reliance on overthinking and fostering confidence in your choices. Practically, this might involve pausing before acting to check in with your inner state. Ask yourself, does this feel right? Does it light me up? By consistently following the trail of what feels good, you align with the universe's flow, creating a reality that reflects your authentic desires. The subconscious mind is a powerful ally in our dialogue with the universe, serving as a repository of beliefs and patterns that shape our reality. Unlike the conscious mind, which flits between thoughts and distractions, the subconscious absorbs whatever we give attention to, manifesting it in our experience. It does not distinguish between reality and imagination, making it a potent tool for transformation when guided with intention. Repetition is the cornerstone of reprogramming the subconscious. By consistently affirming positive beliefs and embodying the emotions associated with our desired reality, we overwrite limiting patterns and align our inner world with our aspirations. For example, someone seeking to overcome self-doubt might repeat, "I am confident and capable," while visualizing themselves speaking boldly or taking decisive action. The key is not just to recite the words, but to feel the emotional truth of confidence, anchoring it in the present moment. This process is like tending a garden. A single affirmation is a seed, but it requires regular nurturing, through repeated thought, vivid visualization, and aligned actions, to take root and flourish. The subconscious is impartial, absorbing both empowering and detrimental inputs without judgment. If we dwell on negative thoughts, such as, "I always fail," the subconscious accepts this as truth, manifesting experiences that reinforce it. Thus, we must take responsibility for our mental diet, intentionally choosing thoughts that align with our goals. Consider someone aiming to attract loving relationships. They might affirm, "I am worthy of deep, fulfilling love," while cultivating feelings of self-love and gratitude for existing connections. By repeating this affirmation and embodying its emotional truth, perhaps through acts of kindness or moments of self-appreciation, They reprogram their subconscious to align with love. Over time, this shift influences their actions, interactions, and experiences, drawing relationships that reflect this new vibrational state. This reprogramming requires patience and consistency, as deep-rooted patterns may resist change. However, with sustained effort, the subconscious begins to mirror our conscious intentions, creating a feedback loop with the universe. As we feel and act in alignment with our affirmations, walking with confidence, speaking with assurance, or radiating love, the universe responds, reflecting these qualities in our reality.